Right. It's fair to say it's been a tough few months for our next guest. He's gone from being one half of Britain's most famous showbiz couples to a single man. But despite the sad times, things are looking up. His album recently rocketed up the charts. He's just joined the team on This Morning. And from tonight, we're invited to witness all as he begins the next chapter of his life.
Okay, we've got a hyper child here. I think we need a doctor.
Oh, the doctor!
Hey, Diddy!
Let Dad do some pictures now. Just sit down. Count to 10.
What abuse.
Count to 10.
Oh, but that's love, isn't it? Go on, kiss the guns for the gun show. I have chance! Right, come on. Over there, son.
Please welcome Peter Andre.
How are you? Four-year-old kids, they are.
Do you know,
just
it
the
just
best.
made... And all the mums at home will be laughing as well, because with all the will of the world, when you're trying to work, go and sit over there. No, flattened.
It's nice that they want to be part of it, though, isn't it? It's kind of nice. How are you guys?
Good, how are you?
How do you know they want to be part of it?
I don't.
Yeah. But they don't
But it
really
sounded
have
good.
a choice, do they?
No, but, you know, they love it. They love the whole
Yeah.
atmosphere coming up. They, you know, just kissing me going.
I suppose they're just used to it now, because since they were teeny tiny, you've had crews following you around.
Yeah, I mean, look, there are people in the industry that have their kids that grow up in the industry, like the Osmonds, the Jacksons, etc., etc. But there are some people that it works for, some people it doesn't work for. They'll grow up, they'll make their own decisions, and I'm sure they will, one way or another, decide what they want to do. So,
do you think eventually, though, it's probably... Because, well, your Greek parentage,
Yes.
and, for instance, the Greeks, the Italians, the Continentals, always... I've found this with my sons when I was in Italy, they like to keep their children up. And everybody always says, oh, they're much better with children than we are. But I always think, actually, it's not that. It's just that they don't have the home care that we have. And what often ends up is the kids fall asleep in the soup, and actually they love the discipline of being put to bed at 6 o'clock. Have you found... Because now, as a single dad, when you're... I mean, I found that as a single mum, you had to say to them, well, that's lovely, and you've joined in this bit, but now this is what you do. The danger is to include them to the point that actually they don't know that it's good for them to have that discipline.
I think you have to discipline your children, and I'm very strict with them, but I'm also fair because my mum and dad were too strict with us. I mean, to the point where, I never brought a girlfriend home, ever. I'm 36. If I had a girlfriend now, I still wouldn't just take them home to mum and dad.
It didn't do
Your mum
any
and dad and my
harm,
mum
though,
and
did
dad
it,
would have
that
gotten
sort
very
of
well.
discipline?
No, it doesn't do... Sorry, what was that?
Said your mum and dad and my mum and dad would have got on very well.
It's just unbelievable.
I wasn't allowed boyfriends.
No, and, you know, and I admire that discipline. Plus, mum and dad were very religious, plus they were Greek, so they had that tradition. So what I try and do is I try and encourage the kids to do things the way I was brought up, but at the same time, I've got to be slightly more open-minded, you know? Yeah.
So how are things going for you now? Because obviously your single's done very, very well. You must be pleased, because you must have taken a deep breath when you released it, you know, how it was going to go.
Yeah, because last year when I invested in it, I thought, I mean, the album cost as much as an apartment, and I thought it is a big risk, and if it fails, at least you fail on your own terms, but if it succeeds on your terms. So when the album then went gold, I was like, well, you know, this is great. Now, of course, it could all end tomorrow. I'm not stupid. I know this can happen. But so far, touch wood...
Is this really you, this one, then? Because...
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, some of the old stuff, you look back at it and you're like, not really me. This is really you, right?
Well, to the point where I shouldn't say bad things about things that have been successful in the past, even though some of them I would say bad things about. But... a lot of the times before, I wouldn't even listen to some of that stuff in my own car. Some of it I would, but if you can't listen to your own stuff in your own car, not that you should, but you should be able to. You should be proud of it, and that's what I wanted to do.
What about on the reality show? Sorry, Jane, on the reality show, you know, the next chapter... Now, a lot of people, you know, do love you. Obviously, you know that. You found that out from, you know, your touring around the country and signing your albums and stuff.
I'm waiting for a but.
But a lot of people, some people are not convinced. Some people think that's not the real Peter. Is it the real Peter? Can you put your hand in your heart and say, that is me, I'm not acting at all?
Really? Well, I'm a bit emotional. That's the one downside, I think, that even though it could be a positive, I find it a bit of a negative because when I watch the show sometimes, and I don't get involved in the editing, I think, oh, why are you being so soft, you know, because I do wear my heart on my sleeve. Now, anyone that meets me, anybody, I'm exactly the same outside as I would be on TV or whatever. But the thing is I think if you're not...
You get found out.
You get found out and people start saying, oh, I've met him, he's an idiot, or I've met him and he's like this or he's like that. There's no point being arrogant in this business, and if you are, it's going to be short-lived, I think.
You've obviously, you've proved yourself now as a music artist. You know, you've done this single, you've done this album. You're now proving yourself as a TV reporter. How's it going working on This Morning?
Well, my first experience, proper experience, was the night I met you guys at the TV Choice and TV
We were
Quick
very
Awards.
nice to you.
Do you know how wild these women actually are? Do you actually know? And there's... No, but it was so fun. You lot were so nice. There was another lady too. She was wild.
The one who's trying to get off with you?
No.
Zoe Tyler?
No, not Zoe.
Zoe was
no,
trying to get off with you.
Zoe was fine.
You mean Denise?
There was another lady.
Denise.
And her husband's the
Tim.
Yeah.
I
thought he was going to knock me out. and he was... But she was awesome. She was... They're a great bunch.
Well, you're going to be working again tonight because you're coming to our party. We're having our 10th anniversary party tonight. Don't know if you know that. You got your questions ready?
No.
All set for us?
No, but I think with ladies like yourselves, there's no point having a question. Just go...
Here you go.
Talk. What are you saying?
I think you guys...
You don't get a word in, is that what
No,
you're saying?
no.
You are saying that. We know you're saying that, Pete. Oh, you
I just
are?
think-
Are you saying we can't shut up?
I just think that...
Oh, Peter, are you a man-entertainer?
A man... do you know I am? I know exactly what you mean, because I've been watching. A man-entertainer. I love entertaining people, and what I did is when I moved into this new house in Brighton, I did a test one night, and I thought, I'm going to throw a dinner party, and I'm going to see if I can do it right. So I invited people that I knew were kind enough to say it was good, even if it was rubbish.
Very important.
You know, because I thought at least I'll be able to tell if they're telling the truth or not, but they'll be forgiving. So I quickly rang my manager, Claire, and said, Claire, you need to help me. What do I do when they first arrive? You know, I was quite nervous. And she said, you've got to make sure you've got your dips and stuff ready and drinks visually so that when they come in, they feel that they can start. You know, I understood that because I never got into that side of things. I love cooking, I love preparing in that way, but I never knew the...
The nibbles side.
Yes.
Exactly. Have you got a new woman in your life yet? Are you still on the market?
It's called chocolate, baby. I have been saying that a lot. I'm actually loving my chocolate. I actually like being single. I can't actually believe I really feel... First of all, I know I go on about the kids and I go on about work, but the truth is, between the two, I mean, mums, most mums, full-time mums don't even have time to do anything.
Well, I tell you what, when you come to our party tonight, you could well walk out a very joined man, if you know what I mean. It's Peter Andre, everyone.